7:49 right now. Are you getting a lot of letters in the mail and calls from dealerships wanting to buy your car? Are you thinking about going electric, especially with gas prices as high as they are?
Yeah, a lot of us are asking the same question these days, so let's get some answers from the expert. We've got Grant Feek. He is the CEO of Tread. Hey, thanks for coming on the show today.
Good morning, guys. Thanks for having me.
Well, yeah, how was the used car market? How has it changed over time since the beginning of the pandemic? What have you seen?
Well, in the last couple of years now, prices have really risen significantly. So just like other things, you're noticing when you go to buy things at the grocery store or, home values, et cetera, the prices of used cars have increased dramatically over the past couple of years. So that would be the biggest single change. Also, the second thing that's happened is manufacturers have had trouble producing cars. And so as a result, dealers have had trouble getting access to cars. And so those two things have kind of combined for a perfect storm that have driven prices up even more.
Let me ask you, because as we mentioned, a lot of people are getting those letters and those phone calls from dealerships wanting to buy their car from them. What's your advice to people who are getting those letters nonstop? Should I just be throwing them away, or should I really be paying attention to them?
Yeah, so what I always tell people is if you have a car to sell, you're in good shape. Go ahead and buy a car as well. But if you're just buying a car and you don't have a car to sell, it's going to be really expensive, and you might consider waiting a few months for the market to normalize. It's just like if your house value really appreciates, you might find that, hey, this is great. My house is worth a lot more today than it was yesterday. But buying another house when you decide to move might be just as expensive. So that's sort of the dynamic that's going on. And we always recommend, if you're looking to buy a car, as long as you have one to sell, you're in good shape.
Well, so what are your thoughts on these electric vehicles? They are pricey, and a lot of people would like to have them, because these gas prices are going up and up and up. But then these prices on these electric cars are super expensive as well.
Yeah, we're noticing. So I'm the CEO of a peer-to-peer car marketplace called Tread, TRED.com. And we help consumers sort of enjoy the benefits of selling privately as well as the benefits of selling or buying through a dealership. And we're noticing on our marketplace that electric vehicles are hot right now, particularly the last couple of months since the crisis in Eastern Europe has really flared up and gas prices and crude prices have gone up. Electric vehicles are extremely hot right now, and on a relative basis have become even more expensive. I think in the sort of medium to longer term, you're going to see the vast majority of models are going to go electric. It's just a matter of when, not if. But in sort of the more immediate term, obviously only a minority of vehicles right now are electric, and they're extremely they're about as pricey as we've ever seen them.
They
for
are.
Sure.
All right, so what are some of the questions I should be asking myself before I go electric, though? Should I be thinking about the number of charging stations that are around my neighborhood? Should I be worried about whether the parking garage at work has access to one as well?
Yeah, I mean, those are all good questions. They're becoming less good questions because the infrastructure is getting better and better. In addition to the fact that the range of these vehicles and the reliability of these vehicles is getting better and better as you have more and more OEMs, more and more pre-existing OEMs that are making them, as well as more new electric focused OEMs sort of cropping up. But yes, those are all good questions. What is my daily commute? How far do I need to drive? What does the infrastructure look like in terms of charging stations? The biggest single factor in that sort of realm would be range. Are you looking for a vehicle that you can drive thousands of miles for road trips on a regular basis? If so, you better be pretty careful and make sure that your route is covered with charging stations.
All right, Grant Feek is the CEO of Tread. Appreciate your time this morning, man. Thanks for the advice.
Thanks for having me. See you guys.
All right, you have a good one. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of those letters from dealerships.
Yeah.
You want to get rid of your car?
But that was a good question you asked about like the charging stations,
Right.
because that is the problem. There aren't enough of them out there. In fact, I was talking to my mechanic, and he was saying that one of his friends bought one of these electric cars, wanted to install those charging stations, and had to go to the village, and then it was like a long delay
wow.
about whether they had enough electricity to spare from the city to get to the charging station. So that, I think, is something that they're going to have to be addressing over time with the infrastructure, and I think that's what lawmakers are trying to do.
Got to go back to the old tried and true method, Mike, of writing the pros and the cons list.